module 3, 4 dimensions of service management. 4 dimensions of service management. Okay. Let's see. In your organization, what makes up service management? What contributes to? What a service management in your organization is made up of is the point here, is the topic of this module. So what it is made up of. In your organization, do you have you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
Of course, right? You have people. Do these people have a specific structure? Something is in some teams.
Organization.
Yeah.
Organization.
Teams, various teams, right? That is structure or org structure, we call it.
Yes.
There are different types of org structure. Some organization may have flat structure, some organization may have matrix structure, some organization may have tier-based structure, some organization may have division-based structure. It could be different for different businesses, different environments, different organizations. But it exists, right? It's not a group of people. It's a team of people. They have certain structure and they work towards a common goal. So in any organization, you have organization people structured in a certain way, right? In your organization, do you use various products, applications, networks, infrastructure, data centers, servers?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? And these products keep exchanging information. So information and technology is another component that your organization has. Information and technology. In your organization, do you do everything in-house?
No.
Do you use internet in your organization?
We do subcontracting.
Yeah. So in your organization, you use internet, but you don't construct the internet, right? You have telecom service provider for that, OFC, and so on. So multiple activities you take help from external parties.
Yeah,
they are called your partners and suppliers.
Yeah.
That component is called partners and suppliers. So you may depend on various partners, various suppliers, various vendors, various contracting parties for getting various things done, which are not a core part of your business. Okay. In your organization, do you have certain processes, the workflows?
Yes.
Right. Those are called value streams and processes. And then these 4 components come together and make a service delivering entity or value creation entity. So these are called, yes.
Can I just ask one question? Processes, do you mean policies?
Yes.
Policies
could be procedures, could be so let me see. So in your organization, do you have information security policy?
Yes.
Information security process?
Yes.
Password reset procedure?
Yes, all procedures and policies related to information and cyber security are there.
Good. So all of it together is covered in this component, value streams and processes. Make sense?
Got it. Okay.
So these are called 4 dimensions of service management. These are called 4 dimensions of service management. Organization and people, information and technology, partners and suppliers, and value streams and processes. What exactly is a value stream? We will discuss in 5 minutes time. Right? Okay. Now all of this exists in vacuum. Does all of this exist in vacuum?
No.
Your organization is subjected to, is exposed to various external parameters, external forces. Those are called pestle forces or pestle parameters. What are pestle parameters? Political factors, economic factors, social factors, technological factors, legal factors, and environmental factors. Your organization is continuously, these 4 dimensions are continuously being pulled, pushed, twisted, forced upon by these 6 parameters, pestle parameters. Political factors. Political factors will decide whether okay, people were every morning people were trying to go to their offices, reach their offices, and they tried to pay using the Apple Wallet for their metro cards, for their metro tickets, and it did not work in Russia because of Ukraine war, because Apple stopped their what do you call it, iPay or something like. I don't know the exact name. The payment wallet which Apple uses, you can use on iPhone.
Apple Pay.
Apple Pay, and it did not work because they suddenly shut down the system because of war. So it's a political factor which affected service delivery. There are economical factors similarly. There are social factors. There are technological factors. There are legal factors. A new law may come in. There is a new law which says you cannot, that customer data cannot leave national boundaries. Then
Like GDPR,
right? Archival regulations in India. If you are
Geofencing.
Sorry.
Geofencing of data.
Geofencing of data, or compulsory archival of data. For example, if you are a bank in India, and
yes, RBI has guidelines.
Sorry.
RBI has guidelines that we cannot store information outside India.
Outside India, and for any financial transaction, you have to store the information for 7 years.
Yes.
Right. So if you are IT service provider for a bank, you have to consider your storage needs considering this regulation.
Yes.
Right? Because even if it's a single transaction, it has to be stored for 7 years.
Yes.
Into number of transactions, into number of customers that your bank has. So the storage requirement becomes huge. Okay. Environmental factors are there. Technological factors are there. And organization does not normally have controls of these factors, right? These are external factors. You do not have a control on these factors. Getting it?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Fine. 4 dimensions. What are 4 dimensions? Organization and people, information and technology, partners and suppliers, value streams and processes. Out of that, value streams, this word we are going to discuss in much more detail on the next slides. Organization people. The complexity of the organization is growing, and it is important to ensure that the way an organization is structured and managed, as well as various roles, competencies. Have you heard terms like PI competency, comb competency, T competency? Have you heard these terms?
Yes.
These are all organizational structuring competency management terms. T competency means broad general knowledge, specific knowledge into one area. PI competency, PI, the Greek letter pi, broad general knowledge and expertise into 2 areas or more. Nowadays, organizations are preferring comb competencies. See the comb, broad general knowledge and multiple expertise areas at different levels. Full stack engineers. Have you heard this term?
Yes.
Right. So many org structures are considering these competency models now. Systems of authority, who will report to whom, who will have what authority, at what level, what decisions will be taken, how it will be communicated to the entire organization. It has to be well defined, and it has to support overall strategy and operating model. How various teams work together, what team will support what other teams, and so on. Information technology. The information technology dimension will include information knowledge necessary for management of services, as well as the technologies required. All the technology required: servers, networks, applications, switches. It could be commercial off-the-shelf applications or homegrown applications. Relationship between different components of service value system. We will discuss what is service value system. Partners and suppliers. Partners and suppliers include organizations' relationship with other parties, other organizations. You may take help from other organizations in design, development, deployment, delivery, support, or continual improvement of services. It will incorporate contracts, other agreements between organizations, partners, and suppliers, supplier management, supplier improvements. All of it is a part of partners and supplier dimension. And value streams and processes. So workflows, controls, activities, policies, procedures, needed to achieve agreed objectives. Make sense? 4 dimensions, and these 4 dimensions do not exist in vacuum. They are continuously subjected to pestle: political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental.
So how the organization and people dimension of it is going to impact the service management?
Okay. So when you are building a service, to design that service and to support that service, you need specific considerations to be done for organization people dimensions. For example, if you are delivering a digital only model, so if you are Uber, digital only model, the mobile only model, then your org structure has to reflect that. You cannot really have an org structure which is very rigid. You cannot have, so your people's competencies, when you hire people, you have to write certain competency requirements. Do these people have to have understanding about certain technology? Of what technologies at what level? Do you need, if you are a digital organization, you will go for a COMU competency. If you are a traditional organization, you will go for a PI or T competency, and so on. Make sense?
Okay, so depending on the service delivery, we should also be choosing the people in organization. Is that correct?
Structure and people competency, yes.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Okay. Moving on. Any follow-ups, guys? Any questions, queries? All good?
Yeah.